Hello, and welcome to Solace Science. I'm grateful you found your way here tonight. Perhaps you've been carrying the weight of the day, or maybe you simply seek a gentle companion for your journey into sleep. Whatever brought you here, you're exactly where you need to be. Tonight, you have nothing to accomplish. No tasks await you. Your only purpose now is to rest, to breathe, and to let your mind drift through the most ancient story in existence, the story of light itself. Before you close your eyes, let your body settle. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Notice how your breath moves in and out like waves on a cosmic shore. You are safe, you are still, and you are about to embark on a journey that began before time had meaning. Tonight, we'll follow light through the universe. Not just any light, but the light that touches your skin, that reaches your eyes, that connects you to everything that has ever existed. We'll travel from the birth of the first photons to the silent spaces between galaxies, from the hearts of dying stars to the quiet darkness of your room. Some of what you hear may spark wonder. Some may drift past like clouds. All of it is an invitation to rest in the vastness of which you are part. And before we begin, if these gentle explorations help you find peace at the end of your day, consider subscribing to Solace Science. It helps others discover this quiet corner of wonder, one restful soul at a time. Now, let us begin with the oldest light in existence. The first light took 380,000 years to be born. In the beginning, there was no light. Not because the universe was dark, but because it was too bright, too dense for light to exist as we know it. In those first moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a seething ocean of energy, matter, and radiation pressed together so tightly that photons couldn't travel even the smallest distance before colliding with particles. Light was trapped, scattered endlessly in a fog of primordial heat. For 380,000 years, the universe expanded and cooled. Slowly, patiently, it created space for light to breathe. And then, in a moment called recombination, electrons and protons joined together to form the first atoms. Suddenly, photons were free. They began to travel. They have been traveling ever since. That first light, now stretched and cooled by the expansion of space, still surrounds us today. We call it the cosmic microwave background. It whispers from every direction, a gentle glow from the universe's infancy. The oldest light your eyes could never see, but whose presence embraces you nonetheless. You are floating in the echo of creation. Light remembers nothing of its journey. A photon experiences no time. From the moment it is born to the moment it is absorbed. Whether that takes a fraction of a second or billions of years, no time passes from the photon's perspective. This is one of the strange gifts of Einstein's relativity. At the speed of light, time stops. This means that the light touching your skin right now from the sun experienced no duration in its journey. Though it took 8 minutes to travel from the solar surface to Earth by your clock, for the photon itself, the emission and absorption were one timeless instant. Light exists in an eternal now. Every beam of starlight entering your eye carries information from the past, yet experiences none of that passage. Each photon is a messenger without memory, a traveler without experience, connecting moments across the universe in a single, seamless event. In this way, Light is both ancient and newborn, always arriving, never aging. The light from distant stars is older than humanity. When you look up at the night sky, you are not seeing the stars as they are. You are seeing them as they were. The light from the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, left its surface over 4 years ago. The light from Sirius, the brightest star in our sky, began its journey 8.5 years in the past. Look toward the Andromeda Galaxy, that faint smudge barely visible to the naked eye, and you're seeing light that traveled for 2.5 million years. When those photons began their journey, the first humans were just learning to walk upright across African plains. The universe you observe is a museum of time. Every point of light is a window into history, a photograph carried across the void. The farther you look, the deeper into the past you see. You are not simply looking at space. You are looking backward through time itself, connected to distant moments by threads of light. Photons are born in the chaos of stellar cores deep within. The sun, 150 million kilometers from where you rest, nuclear fusion transforms hydrogen into helium. In this process, energy is released, energy that will eventually become the light warming your world. But that journey is not quick. A photon born in the sun's core does not simply race to the surface. Instead, it begins a random walk through dense layers of plasma colliding with particles. It bounces, staggers, and stumbles in every direction, making virtually no progress. This chaotic dance can take between 10,000 and 170,000 years. A photon's journey from the core to the surface is an odyssey through stellar matter, a patient wandering through layers of nuclear fire. Only when it finally breaks free from the sun's surface does it race unimpeded across space, taking just 8 minutes to reach Earth. The sunlight touching your face is ancient, born in fusion countless millennia ago, yet arriving fresh and warm, as if newly made. Light can be trapped in orbit around black holes. At the edge of a black hole lies a region called the photon sphere, a place where gravity is so intense that light itself can orbit. Photons circle the black hole in perfect, unstable paths, neither escaping nor falling in, at least for a moment. This is one of the universe's most surreal phenomena. Light, which always moves, which never rests, is bent into a closed loop, tracing circles around an invisible abyss. These orbits are fragile. The slightest disturbance will send the photon spiraling inward, vanishing forever beyond the event horizon, or outward, escaping into space. But for that brief, eternal moment, light dances on the edge of oblivion. Even light must sometimes pause at thresholds it cannot cross. Every atom in your body has been touched by starlight. The carbon in your cells, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood doll were forged in stars. When those stars died, they scattered their elements across space in brilliant supernova explosions, mixing with clouds of gas and dust. Those clouds, bathed in starlight from neighboring suns, cooled and collapsed under gravity, forming new stars and planetary systems. One such system became ours. The Earth coalesced from that ancient stardust, and life emerged from it. Every atom that makes you has been touched by light, shaped by photons over billions of years. Light has guided chemical reactions, broken and formed molecular bonds. and carried energy through the complex chains that led to your existence. You are not separate from the light. You are made of matter that has been sculpted by it, animated by it, illuminated by it since the dawn of time. In a very real sense, you are starlight made conscious. Light can travel forever through empty space. Once a photon is emitted into the darkness between galaxies, it may never encounter another particle. It will travel in a straight line, essentially forever, unless it happens upon something to absorb it. Some photons from the early universe are still traveling through vast cosmic voids, having crossed billions of light years without interacting with anything. They carry their original energy, their original direction unchanged and undimmed, messages sent from ancient sources to unknown destinations. There may be photons traveling through the universe right now that will never be observed by anything or anyone. Light that will journey through eternity, unseen. These solitary travelers remind us that the universe contains more loneliness than we can fathom, but also more patience. Light does not hurry. It does not despair. It simply continues. Perhaps there is wisdom in that steady persistence. The universe is becoming darker. Star formation in the universe has been declining for billions of years. Long ago, the cosmos was ablaze with young, hot stars being born at a furious rate. But as gas is consumed and dispersed, as galaxies mature and settle, fewer new stars are ignited. The universe is slowly dimming. Eventually, in trillions of years, the last star will flicker out. The universe will grow cold and dark, illuminated only by the fading embers of stellar remnants and the stretched, cooled radiation of the cosmic background. But that ending is unimaginably distant. For now, the universe still glows. Galaxies still spiral with light. Stars still burn. You live in a golden age of cosmic luminosity. A time when the universe is still young enough to shine, old enough to contain wonder, and vast enough to make you feel both infinitesimal and infinitely connected. Rest in that light while it lasts. Light carries no color until it meets an eye. The light traveling through space has no color. It has wavelength, frequency, energy, but color is not an intrinsic property of photons. Color is created by your mind, a translation made by your eye and brain when certain wavelengths strike your retina. A photon of 615 nanometer wavelength isn't red as it travels through the void. It becomes red only when it enters your eye, triggers specific cells in your retina, and your brain interprets that signal as the experience of redness. This means that the universe itself is not colored. Color is a conversation between light and consciousness, a partnership between physics and perception. In the depths of space, there is no sunset, no crimson nebula, no golden star, only waves of energy moving silently through darkness, waiting for someone to see them, to transform them into beauty. You are not merely observing the universe. You are completing it, giving it color, making it known. Some light has traveled longer than Earth has existed. The light from the most distant galaxies we can see began its journey over 13 billion years ago, when the universe was young, when the first stars were just beginning to illuminate the cosmic dark. Earth formed 4.5 billion years ago. This means that many photons entering our telescopes tonight started their journey billions of years before our planet existed. before the sun ignited, before the solar system had even begun to coalesce from its primordial cloud. These ancient photons traveled through the expanding universe, carried by the fabric of space itself, stretching to longer wavelengths as they moved. They passed through cosmic epochs of star formation, galaxy collisions, and the slow assembly of large-scale structure. And then, finally, after an odyssey spanning more than 2/3 of cosmic history, they arrived at a small blue world orbiting an ordinary star, where conscious beings built instruments sensitive enough to catch them. You are receiving messages older than your home. Light bends around massive objects. One of the most beautiful confirmations of Einstein's general relativity is gravitational lensing. Mass warps the fabric of space-time, and light, always following the straightest path through that curved space, bends around massive objects. This means that galaxies, galaxy clusters, and even individual stars can act as cosmic lenses, focusing and distorting the light from objects behind them. Sometimes this creates multiple images of the same distant galaxy, or stretches it into luminous arcs across the sky. Light from a single distant quasar might take several different paths around an intervening galaxy, arriving at Earth at different times, showing us the same object at different moments in its history. All visible at once, the universe uses its own mass to focus its light, creating natural telescopes scattered through space, allowing us to see farther and deeper than would otherwise be possible. Even gravity serves as a guide for wandering light every moment. Countless photons pass through you. Right now, as you lie here, photons are streaming through your body. They come from the sun, from distant stars, from streetlights and electronic devices, from cosmic rays and the faint glow of the sky. Most pass through without interacting. Your body is mostly empty space at the atomic level, and photons are small. But some are absorbed. Some transfer their energy to molecules in your skin, warming you. Others trigger chemical reactions in your eyes, allowing you to see that your body is transparent to most forms of light, but selective to others. You are a filter, an absorber, a receiver of electromagnetic radiation constantly bathing the Earth, even in darkness. You are touched by light you cannot see, infrared from warm objects, radio waves from distant stars, the cosmic microwave background itself, filling the universe with ancient glow. You are never truly in darkness. You are always within light's reach, held in its invisible embrace. Light can be both particle and wave. This is one of the deepest mysteries in physics. Light behaves as a wave when it travels, spreading through space, interfering with itself, diffracting around obstacles. But when it interacts with matter, it behaves as a particle, a discrete packet of energy called a photon. This wave-particle duality defies our everyday intuition. How can something be both? The answer, strange as it seems, is that light is neither a wave nor a particle in the classical sense. It is something else entirely, something for which we have no perfect analogy in everyday experience. It is a quantum entity, exhibiting different aspects depending on how we observe it. This duality is not a contradiction, but a deeper truth. The universe is not obligated to fit our expectations. Light simply is what it is, mysterious, fundamental, and irreducible to simple categories. in its strangeness. Light invites us to accept that reality may be more subtle, more layered, more wonderful than our minds can fully grasp, and perhaps that's enough. Perhaps not knowing completely is part of the beauty. The speed of light is the universe's speed limit. Nothing with mass can reach the speed of light. As an object accelerates, it requires more and more energy to go faster. At light speed, it would require infinite energy, which is impossible. This means that light, which has no mass, moves at the only speed it can. It doesn't accelerate or decelerate. From the moment of its creation, it travels at 299,792,458 meters per second in vacuum. No faster, no slower. This speed isn't arbitrary. It's woven into the fabric of space-time itself. A fundamental constant that shapes causality, defines the structure of the universe, and sets the pace at which information can propagate. The speed of light is the speed of cause and effect, the rate at which one event can influence another, the tempo of cosmic communication. In a universe bound by this limit, patience becomes a fundamental law. No message can travel faster. No influence can spread quicker. The universe unfolds at the pace light allows. Even urgency must wait for light to arrive. Light slows down when it enters matter in vacuum. Light travels at its maximum speed, but when it enters transparent materials like glass or water, it slows. This happens because photons interact with the atoms in the material, being absorbed and re-emitted, taking a slightly longer path. This slowing is what causes refraction, the bending of light as it passes from one medium to another. It's why a straw looks bent in a glass of water, why lenses can focus light, why rainbows arc across the sky. But here's the beautiful part. The photons themselves never actually slow down. Each individual photon still moves at light speed between atoms. It's the collective effect of absorption and re-emission that creates the appearance of slower travel. Light doesn't change. The medium changes how light moves through it. Even when constrained, light remains true to its nature, adapting without surrendering its essence. Some light will never reach us. The universe is expanding, and that expansion is accelerating. This means that the most distant galaxies are moving away from us, faster than light can travel toward us. There is light being emitted right now from galaxies, so far away that it will never reach Earth. No matter how long we wait, those photons will never arrive. The expansion of space itself is carrying them away faster than they can approach. This creates a cosmic horizon, a boundary beyond which we can never see. Entire regions of the universe are forever inaccessible to us, not because of any limitation in our technology, but because of the fundamental structure of space-time. There are galaxies, stars, perhaps even civilizations, whose light will never touch our world. The universe contains mysteries we will never solve, beauty we will never witness, stories we will never hear, and yet, the portion we can see, our observable universes, already so vast, so filled with wonder, that 1,000 lifetimes could not exhaust it. Perhaps it's a kindness that the universe retains some secrets. Light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. This is one of the most commonly known facts about light, but its implications are worth considering as you rest. When you feel sunlight on your skin, You're feeling energy that left the sun's surface 8 minutes ago. If the sun were to suddenly vanish, you wouldn't know for 8 minutes. The sky would remain bright, the world warm, until that final wave of light arrived and was followed by darkness. This delay means we never see the sun as it is, only as it was. The same is true for everything we observe. The person sitting across from you, you see them as they were a few nanoseconds ago. The moon as it was a second ago. The stars as they were years or centuries ago. There is no now that spans the universe. There are only overlapping histories, light-carried memories, arriving at different times from different places. You live not in the present, but in a tapestry of past moments woven together by light, arriving at your eyes and assembling into the illusion of simultaneity. Time, like light, is not quite what it seems. Sunrise and sunset are actually optical illusions. When you watch the sun rise or set, you're witnessing light bent by Earth's atmosphere. The sun is actually already below the horizon when you see it set, and still below the horizon when you see it rise. Atmospheric refraction bends the sun's light around the curve of the Earth, lifting its image above where it physically is. This means that sunrise happens a few minutes before the sun actually crests the horizon, and sunset continues a few minutes after it has actually dropped below. Even more beautifully, the colors of sunrise and sunset, those golds and crimsons and purples are created by the atmosphere, scattering shorter wavelengths of light and allowing longer wavelengths dominate. The most beautiful moments of the day are collaborations between light, truth filtered through atmosphere, reality made more wondrous by the medium through which we perceive it. Sometimes illusions are not deceptions, but revelations of deeper beauty. Light has no sound. In space, light travels in perfect silence. Unlike sound, which requires a medium to propagate, light needs nothing. It moves through the absolute vacuum between stars, without creating even the faintest vibration. This means the universe, despite its magnificence, is silent. Stars explode without thunder. Galaxies collide without roar. Light streams across billions of years, carrying images and energy, but never a whisper. The cosmos is a place of overwhelming silence, broken only where matter exists to vibrate, where atmospheres allow sound waves to travel. Here on Earth, we live in a rare pocket of noise, where air carries voices, music, the rustling of leaves. But beyond our thin envelope of atmosphere lies an immense quiet, penetrated only by the voiceless journey of light. As you rest, consider that silence. Imagine the peace of space, where light moves without sound, where distances are so vast that even if sound could travel, it would take eons to cross the gaps. Let that cosmic quiet settle into your breathing. Some light is polarized, aligned in specific directions. Not all light scatters randomly. Some becomes polarized, meaning its electromagnetic waves vibrate in aligned planes. This happens when light reflects off surfaces, passes through certain materials, or is emitted by specific processes. Polarized light reveals hidden details. It can reduce glare, enhance contrast, and show structures invisible in unpolarized light. Some animals, like bees and many birds, can perceive polarization. using it to navigate by detecting patterns in the sky, invisible to human eyes. The universe itself creates polarized light. The cosmic microwave background has a subtle polarization pattern that tells us about the earliest moments of the universe, about gravitational waves rippling through the infant cosmos. Light carries more information than our eyes alone can detect. It has texture, direction, hidden patterns written into its motion. The universe speaks in layers, and light is its alphabet, carrying messages in brightness, color, timing, and alignment. We are still learning to read it all. Light can be squeezed, stretched, and entangled in quantum optics. Light reveals behaviors even stranger than wave-particle duality. Photons can become entangled, connected in ways that transcend distance, such that measuring one instantly affects the other. Regardless of separation, light can be squeezed, reducing uncertainty in one property while increasing it in another, creating photons with unusual quantum states useful for precise measurements. Light can be slowed to walking pace in special materials, or even stopped completely for brief moments, stored in atomic systems before being released again. These are not science fiction. They are the frontiers of our understanding, the edges where light reveals the quantum strangeness underlying reality. Light is not simply illumination. It is a gateway to the deepest mysteries of existence, a tool for probing the fabric of reality itself. What seems simpler beam of light contains within it the seeds of questions we are only beginning to ask. Every photon absorbed by your eye is destroyed. When light enters your eye and strikes a molecule of rhodopsin in your retina, the photon is absorbed. Its energy changes the shape of the molecule, triggering a cascade of chemical reactions that your brain interprets as sight. But the photon itself ceases to exist. It has completed its journey. It gave its energy to matter and vanished. Every time you see, you are consuming light, ending the travels of photons that may have journeyed for seconds or for billions of years to reach you. Sight is a kind of gentle destruction, a transformation of light into neural signals, of energy into awareness, the photons that left distant stars eons ago, that crossed the void and entered Earth's atmosphere, that reflected off these words or whatever you last saw. They ended their journey in you. You are where light comes to rest, where its travels conclude in the quiet miracle of perception. Light reveals the chemistry of distant stars. When light passes through matter, certain wavelengths are absorbed depending on what elements are present. This creates a unique pattern of dark lines in the light spectrum, a chemical fingerprint. By studying the spectrum of starlight, astronomers can determine what a star is made of, how hot it is, how fast it's moving, even whether it has planets orbiting it. This technique, called spectroscopy, allows us to know the composition of objects we will never touch, to understand the chemistry of stars billions of light years away. Light doesn't just show us where things are. It tells us what they are, revealing the intimate details of distant objects through patterns in color and shadow. In this way, light is both messenger and message. Light is not just its own story, but the stories of everything it has touched. The universe is transparent to some light, opaque to others. Space is transparent to visible light, allowing us to see stars and galaxies. but it is not transparent to all wavelengths. Certain forms of light, extreme ultraviolet, much of the X-ray spectrum, are absorbed by the thin gas between stars. This means that some cosmic phenomena can only be studied at specific wavelengths. Using space-based telescopes above Earth's atmosphere, which itself blocks many forms of light. The universe has windows and walls, wavelengths through which we can see clearly and wavelengths that are blocked, creating darkness where light should be. To see the full universe, we must look in every color, every frequency, building a complete picture from radio waves to gamma rays. No single view shows everything. Reality reveals itself only to those willing to look in many ways, from many angles, with many instruments. The complete picture emerges only when we gather all the light we can find. Light can create matter in the extreme conditions near black holes or in particle accelerators. When photons have sufficient energy, they can spontaneously transform into particle and particle pairs. Light becomes matter. This is possible because, at a fundamental level, matter and energy are interchangeable, related by Einstein's famous equation E equals mc. Light is energy, and given enough of it, that energy can condense into particles with mass. In the early universe, this happened constantly. The intense energy present after the Big Bang created matter and antimatter from pure radiation. Most of it annihilated, but a tiny imbalance led to the matter-dominated universe we inhabit today. Everything you see, everything you touch, was once light energy that cooled and condensed into the particles that make up stars, planets, and you. You are not merely illuminated by light. You are made from it, shaped from energy that once moved at light speed through the primordial cosmos. Light connects you to the universe's beginning, the cosmic microwave background. The faint glow left over from the Big Bang fills the universe evenly. It comes from every direction, a whisper of the universe's first light, now stretched and cooled over 13.8 billion years of expansion. Right now, ancient photons from that era are passing through you, through the walls of your room, through the Earth itself. They are everywhere, part of the background radiation that surrounds all things. You are immersed in the light of creation. The universe's birth is not a distant event, still touching everything that exists. When telescopes observe this background radiation, they're looking at the universe as it was just 380,000 years after the beginning. They're seeing the earliest light that could travel freely, and that same light surrounds you now, a gentle reminder that beginnings do not end. They echo forward, carried by light, touching every moment that follows. Some light will outlive the stars. In the far future, after the last star has burned out, after galaxies have scattered and black holes have evaporated, light will still exist. Photons from the final stars will continue traveling through the cold, dark universe, growing ever more stretched by expansion, but persisting nonetheless. These photons will journey through a cosmos devoid of structure, where matter has decayed or dispersed, where nothing remains but cold remnants and infinite darkness. But the light will endure, moving through the void, unchanged in its essence, even as the universe around it fades into entropy. Light is patient. It does not tire. It does not need a destination. It simply continues. The last traveler in a universe that has ended. There is something strangely comforting in that persistence. Even when all else fades, light remains. Even in the deepest imaginable darkness, something still moves, still carries forward the memory of when the universe was young and bright. Light is older than matter. In the first instance, after the Big Bang, before matter as we know it existed, the universe was filled with pure energy, with light in its most primordial form. That energy eventually condensed into particles, into matter. But light came first. Light was there when the universe began, when time itself started. Every form of matter emerged from that initial sea of radiation. Particles coalesced from energy. Atoms formed from particles. Stars condensed from atoms. And you arose from the chemistry of stars. But light was there first, the eldest child of the cosmos, present at creation, unchanged in its fundamental nature since the beginning. When you see light, you are seeing something more ancient than stars, older than galaxies, a direct connection to the universe's first moments. And now, the light around you begins to soften. You've traveled with photons across billions of years, from the first flash of the cosmic dawn to the gentle glow entering your window. You've learned of light trapped in stars, bent around black holes, scattered through space, and absorbed by your eyes. You've discovered that light remembers nothing but records everything. That it travels silently but speaks volumes, that it connects you to distant places and ancient times, making you a participant in the universe's grand unfurling. You are not separate from light. You are shaped by it, illuminated by it, and made visible to yourself and others through it. The atoms of your body were forged in stellar furnaces and scattered by starlight. The energy that animates you comes from photons captured by plants that once drank from the sun. You are woven from light's touch, a pattern held together by bonds created and sustained by electromagnetic forces, by the same fundamental interactions that allow light to exist. Tonight, as the darkness around you deepens, remember that darkness is not the absence of light, but simply light you cannot see. Infrared warms you. Radio waves pass through you. The cosmic background hums silently in all directions. You are always within light's presence, even when your eyes are closed as you drift toward sleep. Imagine yourself as the universe sees you, a small collection of atoms arranged into awareness, a brief, localized organization of matter and energy that can perceive light, contemplate its mysteries, and find beauty in its endless journey. You are a place where its travels end in vision and warmth and understanding. You are the universe, looking at itself through eyes made from its own substance, illuminated by its own light. Rest now in that gentle glow. Let the photons that touched you today fade from your awareness. Let your thoughts dim like stars at dawn. The light will continue without you, as it has for billions of years. It will travel on through the night, through space, through time. And when you wake, it will be there again, faithful and patient, ready to illuminate another day. You are held in the universe's soft radiance. You are surrounded by light's eternal journey, and you are, as you have always been, exactly where you belong. Sleep well. Dear traveler, sweet dreams, and thank you for joining us on this gentle voyage. You've already arrived where tonight's light was meant to carry you. Good night.